akada. Like, I am a serious, very serious akada. When I broke down in the library and I was acting crazy, it felt like I hit my head on the counter. That's why I don't know that there is graduation gift. And I can remember when we would be in the library, there will be a couple of us in the library, you know, studying, brainstorming, putting ideas together. Your dreams are valid. So that if you land on top of the roof, that would be, you know, do you understand, soft landing. But I remember the day that I broke down in the library and I entered the bus, slept off on the bus, and where I got myself by 4 a.m. I aced this shit. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to today's video. My name is Genevieve. If you're seeing my face for the very first time and if you're clicking on my videos for the very first time, welcome back to Gist with Genevieve. On this channel I share my life, I pour out my soul to my subscribers and followers, and I share all that has to do with lifestyle, motherhood, parenting, skincare, all that good stuff. So if you're seeing me for the first time, don't be a stranger. Just subscribe to my channel, like this video, watch it to the end, and let's get to the video immediately. You guys understand that Gist with Genevieve, once you hear it's time for gist, you know it is time for gist. So before now, sometime last year, I got a few questions and emails from people. You know, I have to just go back in retrospect to address all of those messages. So someone reached out to me and sent me a message and said I should do a video on this. In fact, I will just read the message directly to you guys. Okay, so she said, "Nne, please," because this person knows me personally, so she was a bit informal, which is fine. Nne, please, a personal appeal. Do a video on coping as an international student. 1, schoolwork, coursework, and working, and also taking care of your child, especially a toddler. Yeah. Also, lots of people are having this issue and are greatly discouraged about taking this step in becoming moving abroad. Okay, like going through this route in coming abroad. I guess that was what she was trying to say. How would they survive with all the pressure and meeting deadlines? The worst part is, even as an international student, being pregnant and also having a child, a toddler to take care of. That's a lot too. As much as I'm going to share my own experience, I will give this disclaimer. First of all, it's never too late for anybody to set out to move abroad within every route that you have chosen to move abroad. That's the first thing I'm going to be saying. So before I start going into the question that was asked, I'm going to try to bring out the similarities between my own circumstance and the circumstance of the person who asked this question. Firstly, I came here with 3 toddlers, yeah, and my last child was about 1 year 9 months, or 1 year 7 months ish when we came in October, because she turned 2 years old in February 2023. So I came here with 3 children and I'm a mom. I didn't start working until about 5 months into my studies, which I wouldn't say made any difference, because those 5 months I was looking for a job and I was restless about working. So working has always been in the agenda for me. Until, if you watch my videos, those times I've relocated, you always see me talking about looking for a job hunting, and when I even finally got a job. So guys, that being said, I want to give my own opinion about how I went through school as a mom of 3. Generally, I'm going to say this before I say any other thing. I don't know how single mothers do what they do. I don't know how they do it. Bless them, because it's not even easy for someone who has a partner or a husband that is with you and the kids. Not to talk of people that have to do this all by themselves. So that being said, I'm going to share that for me generally it was my husband at the center of everything. Now, as for concentrating and meeting timeline, of course you have to call yourself on a meeting. You have to assemble yourself. Now, when I say assemble yourself for a meeting, I mean your spirit, soul, and body. You have to assemble your spirit, soul, and body and speak to every aspect of yourself. That aspect of you that dreamt of going to school, that aspect of you that dreamt of furthering your studies. I, for one, when I dreamt of doing my master's, it was after law school. As a matter of fact, I didn't even remember that I had, not like I didn't remember I had that dream, but I didn't remember how passionate I was about going abroad to do my studies until when I did my graduation. My godmother called me, like my second mommy. She called me and told me, Tochi, you did this. So, like, I remember when you left law school and you were talking about going to do your master's. Look at it. It is what is happening today. So, generally, I really dreamt about this. I really had this vision. As much as JACPA happened and JACPA was happening, I really wanted to do my master's. I genuinely wanted to get an MBA, right? So that should be the first drive. Anything that you conceive in your heart to achieve and you work towards it, trust me, you are definitely going to achieve it. So it doesn't matter whether you have a child or you have other circumstances that makes anything, any dream, impossible. Once you have conceived it in your heart and you're willing to make all the sacrifices, put in all the effort that comes with, getting the job done, you're definitely going to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. So for me, I really wanted to get my MBA. Was it easy? No, it wasn't. I am an Akada. Like, I am a serious, very serious Akada. People that attended university with me, secondary school with me, you can tell when it comes to being very studious, I'm a very studious person. But it wasn't easy again, because all those times that I was doing that over Akada, I had no kids, I had no responsibility. But here, I had responsibility of taking care of my kids. I had the responsibility of making sure that ends will meet for everyone. So it wasn't so easy for me to, balance it up sharply like that, if it makes sense, right? But was it doable? Yes, it was definitely doable. So the challenges and the difficulties on the one part, here are a few factors that helped me really to, scale through. And if you must know, I graduated with a merit. I actually wanted to graduate with a distinction. I desired graduating with a distinction, but by the time I did first semester and I saw what second semester was looking like, I knew that distinction was out of it. Let me just focus on passing with merit and passing with a good grade. And that was what I focused on. So I have to also put it out there that my desire to graduate with a distinction, I wasn't able to do that. And I wouldn't say it was because I have children, or like I was doing this with family that made me not to make a distinction. But what I just wanted to know is that I also had a desire that didn't come to pass. So I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't even know what I'm saying. I guess this is how you talk when you really don't know what to say about how you did something. Okay. So firstly, I had a lot of support and I had a lot of help from my husband. Look, I will say it to anyone who cares to listen. If not for my husband, I wouldn't have been able to do it. Because there were times when I wasn't working for 5 months. So financially, he was the one there. He was giving me pocket money weekly as a student, and I was not working. Even when I started working, he was also giving me pocket money. He was also giving me weekly stipends, right? And I miss those weekly stipends. I've been begging him to bring back the weekly stipends. He doesn't want to bring it back again. I'm a big woman, I'm not a student. So maybe I should start considering this PhD, So he was giving me all the financial support, all the financial assistance I needed, okay? And when it comes to being able to study and doing the schoolwork, that one was completely on me. But then he would take the kids and make sure that the kids were not on me for me to now be able to focus. I remember that there are times when I would go to school, spend hours and hours in school, studying and studying and studying, just while he was with the kids. I would spend overnight, he would be with the kids, and by the time I'm coming back home is when he's going to work, that kind of arrangement. So I wouldn't have been able to do all that if not for my husband. He was really, really instrumental to my success. I'm not even going to take it away. And two, considering the fact that adult life is happening and everything is happening with you at the same time. If when you were younger studying, you needed like 10% of encouragement from yourself, motivation from yourself. See, that inner motivation, the one that comes from inside. If you need like 10% of it, when you're doing this adult schooling or whatever, you need like up to 60-70% of it, because you really have to encourage yourself. You know that nobody is telling you to put away your phone, nobody is telling you to put away the TV, nobody is telling you what not to do. So it's going to be up to you to tell yourself what you should do in order to, get the work you have done. Okay, so proper planning. I don't want to actually be the one to come and start telling people how to plan their lives, because I feel like videos like that are overrated or underrated, whichever one it is. I don't know whether it is in the best place, but I don't know how to finish filming this video without mentioning that you have to properly plan your life. I mean, every adult should know this, right? Every adult should know that you should plan your life. I don't know how to actually say you need to plan your life very well. Like, you need to plan your life, because if you don't plan your life, you've already planned to fail from the beginning. The next part I'm going to say is that, you see, on this my journey, God really sent me great people my way. God sends great people my way. When we started school, there was this group that we had, African students in BCU. I met a lot of people who happened to be my classmates. They weren't in the same class with me, but then that was actually the first time, that's the meeting point for me. I met a lot of nice people, colleagues that became friends, and they were really, really instrumental to my success. In our second semester, I suffered a very, very terrible mental breakdown. It was bad. I will find the clips of when I broke down in the library, because one of my colleagues sent it to me recently when I broke down in the library, and I was acting crazy. The only thing that I could remember at that point was that, if you ask me how I felt, it felt like I hit my head on the coal tar. That was how I felt. So I recall my friends were there for me, during that period. Everyone was following up, everyone was helping out, and I won't take it for granted. God really blessed me with so many good people this season. I'm not even going to take that away. I met lovely and amazing people who have been there for me in ways that I cannot even imagine. Sometimes when I see the things that people around me do for me, people that I really don't know, people I just met do for me, I'm like, am I really worthy of it? Did I do anything to deserve this? Or God, you just love me like this? Because I was just talking to my friend, I'm like, why is this? It's just like graduation was happening. Before I knew it, I started receiving graduation gifts. I said, I don't know that there is graduation gifts. And these people, you graduated before me. I did not buy graduation gift for you. Why are you buying graduation gifts for me? Why are you buying graduation gift for me? So times like that, and I started wondering, do I really deserve graduation gifts? You just like to. I will just play down on all of these things. But the point I'm trying to make is that I really have amazing people around me. I met amazing people during this season. It was like at the peak of every single time that I was going to get on a crossroad, God would send me someone. God would definitely send me someone. So I met amazing friends during my MBA journey, and they were instrumental to it, because coming from a law background, I did a lot of group reading. The system of reading I understood, and this system of essay writing, they were two different things. So I had people who helped me to scale through it. I'm not even going to take away the gift of people when it comes to this MBA journey. I'm not going to take that away. I do not take it for granted. So if you're coming to do this type of program, you build a community, build your own people, find your own people. It might not come the way mine came. So, but what I mean is, don't do it alone. Don't be a loner. You can't just be a loner. I can remember when we'll be in the library, there'll be a couple of us in the library, studying, brainstorming, putting ideas together so that we'll get our coursework done. So all of those things really added up. It helped me a whole lot. I don't know if there's anything I'm missing out on that question, but then she mentioned pregnancy. I have never done school while pregnant, and I am not going to be the best person to advise you, but I know how I used to feel when I'm pregnant. I have never imagined doing school while pregnant. I've never imagined it. I know nothing is impossible, but personally, I can't imagine it. The one I can imagine, I will tell you I can imagine it, but during pregnancy with school, I've never ever imagined it. So I don't really know what exactly to say to someone who is pregnant and in school. But one thing I can also say is your dream to get that degree is valid. Pregnant or not, people have done it. Because I've not done it doesn't mean that people have to. People can do it. People are doing it. So you too can. You can do it. You can. Because another lady reached out to me on Instagram and she asked me the same question, that she's traveling to Canada with her kids, 4 children to Canada, and she's going to do her master's. She saw my video graduating with my family, and she just asked me, I'll find the chat and put it up here, and she just wanted to also get my advice, on how I did it. And one simple thing I told her also was, my husband helped me. I don't know how people who don't have partners do it. I can't give that side. It's only someone who is there that can explain it. But for me, I got a lot of help from my husband, and I got a lot of help from friends, and you have to do a lot of planning and studying. I guess I have touched everything that needs to be touched right now. So that brings me back to the beginning of this video where I said something, that your dreams are valid. See, women, listen to me. Your dreams are valid. Do you know that a part of me is left forgetting some of the things that I used to manifest, some of the things I used to prophesy when I was a single girl? If you met me when I was a single girl, oh God. That girl that was young, vibrant, ambitious. You will know that I can speak words. I can speak things. Like, you look at my circumstance, where I am, and look at the things that I manifest and prophesy. They don't used to add up. So I'm going to get back to you being a big dreamer and you having your goals that you want to achieve. See, if your dreams don't shock you, if your dreams do not make you afraid, I'm not trying to be a motivational speaker. I'm just telling you the reality that I have experienced. Yeah, if your dreams do not make you scared, they are not big enough. And let me tell you, when you're dreaming, dream very big. Aim for the sky, so that if you land on top of the roof, that would be, do you understand? Soft landing. But imagine that you're aiming for the roof and you now land on the foundation, or you land, do you understand what I'm saying? So aim very high, so that even if you don't reach as high as you're aiming, you drop at a place where you're also soft, you're also comfortable, if that makes sense to you. So, not to make this video longer than it is, I just graduated MBA and I am so happy. I didn't know that I was going to be this happy when I graduate, because I know all the challenges that came with getting this degree. It was not easy. It was not easy. I remember the day that I broke down in the library and I entered the bus, slept off on the bus, and where I got myself by 4 a.m. It was I got myself somewhere in town, and at that time of the day, buses come early. I dropped and stayed with. In fact, if I was thinking correctly, I should have remained on that bus so that the bus gets to its destination and circles back. But I came down from the bus, and the next bus was coming in 55 minutes time. So all I had to do was walk back home. It was over 40 minutes walk to my house. So I had a very rough time doing this course. I'm very emotional now that I'm talking about it, but it's something that is doable. It's something that you can do. I'm encouraging you, whether it is a master's degree, whether it is a business you want to do, anything you want to achieve in this life, is definitely possible for you to do it. So all you have to do is put yourself together, set the goals. If you have the right support, go for it. Even if you don't have the right support like I did. I know that there are some people. I know a colleague that I met. We came here together. She didn't have a husband. She was a single mom of 2. She did this course. You're going to see her in my video. You're going to see her in my graduation video. I was telling her it was you. We came on the same flight. We landed this country the same day, the same time. And she did it also without support. So I'm trying to tell you that there is nothing the only thing standing between you and your dream is just you taking actions. You can do it. So right now, this phase is gone for me. MBA in the bag. There are other things that I have to accomplish. Things that I've dreamt of, things that I've desired. Okay, that I also look forward to accomplish. So I'm going on straight out to the world to manifest. I didn't know that I'll be this happy in my graduation. My graduation was supposed to be in January and I moved it to July because I wanted my mother to be here. However, my mother still did not come for the graduation, so I thought it was going to be a one. I don't want to say the word, but I thought it was not going to be fun. I thought I was not going to enjoy it, but I was just very glad that somehow there's this joy that entered my spirit. I think it was a day before the graduation or so, or even on that graduation day. There was just this joy that entered my spirit, and I said thanking God. I was just grateful for the whole thing. So guys, I don't know if I've shown you my certificates before, and I'm showing you the certificates one more time. So the last time I showed you my certificate, I told you guys that they made a mistake on the breakdown of results and I had to send it back, and they gave me a new one. It's still merit. I thought it would have landed me in distinction, but the margin was actually very slim. See now, my average mark was 67.44. You see, 67.44, so 3 marks to distinction. But it's okay. I am grateful for what it's worth. I am so grateful, and I am happy. Like, MBA is done and dusted, and I did it well. See, I did it well. I did it so well. I aced this shit. Alright guys, three marks away from distinction. It's okay, that's fine. All these things will not matter in heaven, so to say. I hope this video made you happy. Click the subscribe button. Do well to subscribe to my channel. I know you love what you see, and don't be a stranger. Share this message, share this video with anyone you think is going to benefit. Any woman out there who is trying to make a life with children, just tell her that it's possible. And while you're walking out of my channel, check out other videos of mine. I have a lot of videos on my channel. Check out. Don't be a stranger. Love them all. Watch my videos and invite your family members to my channel. Please, you guys, help my channel to grow. Support my channel. Okay, bye guys.